Rich Strolis, catchingshadows.com. Tie a lot of custom flies. It's going to do a real simple mayfly here. It's called the DDT Nymph. It's got 3 materials: Darlon, a piece of midge flash, and some super fine dubbing. The Darlon's going to make up the tails, the legs, and the wing case. And the flash is going to be just a little bit of subdued flash in the wing case and the legs. Very, very simple fly. You don't feel too bad if you lose a couple of them either. So I'm using some Vivas thread today. It's a 14-aught in an olive. I'm going to do this one in olive. I got a gold 2mm tungsten bead on a size 18 Dohiko grub hook. Just going to start your thread right behind the bead. Do a few turns, clip off your little tag end. Take anywhere from, I don't know, I just eyeball it. Probably about 8 to 10 strands of Darlon. So I start it right there by the bead, take 2 to 3 turns over it, pull that fiber down so I'm not wasting it, and then I'm just going to build the thread base that's going to go right down into the bend of the hook, as you see here. Now the trick to this, because this is a small mayfly, I don't want a big bulky pattern because it is tiny. I want it very streamlined. I'm not going to use a lot of dubbing. I say not a lot, that's pretty much all I'm going to take. And I'm just going to twist a very fine noodle on there. So it's sort of semi-taper. What I can do too sometimes, I'll take my finger, just kind of touch it as I go. That helps me build that nice little taper to about the halfway point or just prior to the barb. And I'll clip my tail. It's going to be about the length of the abdomen of the fly. Set that aside. Wasted none of it. So then I'm going to take that second bunch of Darlon with the flash, you can see here, tied in together. And probably going to leave about an inch of it protruding forward because I am going to clip that, fold that back, as you'll see in a second. So I'll take 1, 2 turns, do a third, fold it back over itself, just tie it down. If you want, I do a lot of half hitches, just throw one on there, never hurts. And now I'm going to finish off the fly with a little bit more dubbing than I did on the back portion. You can basically just dub this in a uniform noodle. You don't need a taper at all. So I can start at the front and work towards the back, and then if I want to build a little more mass in the middle, I can come right back over it. Bring my thread right back to where the bead is. I'm going to pull my wing case over, as you see here. Take 1 turn, do a second, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to separate the 2 sections like this. So I'll pull that one portion with 1 piece of flash on this side, fold it to the other side, because you'll see in a second, I'll reverse the vise again. After I tie that in, I want to have my legs so that they V off to either side of the fly. Very, very simple. When I'm happy with it, whip finish my little collar here. I'll take both sides of the legs together, pull them down, and I want my legs to be about the length of what the gap of the hook is. Just like so, and I clip it. And the last step, I'll put a little cure goo on there. You can use regular head cement, whatever you got. I just put it right on the wing case because it'll darken it up a little bit, makes that wing bud darker. See, it'll seep in. Just hit it with the light. What you could do too is if you want to add a hot spot to it, as you can see here with the brown one, I put some bright orange on there. And when you hit it with a hot light, lights up. So it's pretty real simple fly. It's the DDT Nymph.
Thank you.
No problem.